Welcome to Conversations with a Stranger, a podcast where I get up close and personal with people from all corners of the world. On each episode, my guests will share their stories, experiences, and perspectives that will give us an inside look at their lives. So come along on this journey as we explore the world through these incredible conversations. Our guest today is a young man from Iceland. We discuss strange volcano tours, the joy of creating art, how important freedom in the community is, and why we should live for today because life is so short. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Please subscribe, like, share, or comment on this video to help me with future content. I can't express how thankful I am that you gave this episode a listen, but again, thank you and enjoy.
Oh, I can hear you. Yeah, man. What's up?
Yeah, okay. So I have some, just a prompt if you want to just follow that since you really don't have a story yourself.
Thank God, man. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
So what brings you to Omegle?
Well, I just like talking to people, man. It helps your, social skills to, be able to just, bam, you're a person. Hi, what's up? What's your name? My name is this. Where you from? Oh, shit, I'm from here, too. That kind of stuff is, really cool and awesome to learn. And it's really good to use Omegle to train your social skills like that. So once a week.
Is social interaction something that you've struggled with?
I mean, I think I'm pretty weird. I don't really mix with a lot of people, and people don't really mix with me. But you have to be good at it to find the people who actually like you. So all you gotta do is just be likable to everyone for 2 minutes, and then you find someone you don't like, you're out of there. They're out of there. You find someone you like and they like, boom, you're friends now. So I guess it's just a hurdle to get over that 2-minute space for me at least. But yeah.
Where are you located in the world?
Europe. We're
okay. No, Europe is fine if that's as far as you want to say.
Oh well, no, I can dive deep into that. I'm from Iceland actually. And Iceland is this is really interesting. I'm both in North America and technically in Europe. I'm both because the world is switched into different templates, that shit that ground, and half the country, literally half of it is North America and the other half is Europe. Literally they measured it and it's down to 0.1, so that is exactly half. And I'm now on the North American flag, which means that I'm technically in North America, but the country itself identifies as European, and we're allowed to call ourselves European in that regard, but we're kind of both. It's kind of cool. So
wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
So what did they base the line on? Is this some type of time zone or something that runs right through Iceland?
Well, no, it's just the little ground templates. One flake is from America, one flake is from Europe, and they kind of just collided together in the other country.
Oh, okay.
And they're slowly going apart, and in 3,000 years they're gonna just be separate islands, which is really cool.
You've got some pretty, or at least a pretty big volcano there, right?
Oh yeah. We have loads of volcanoes, and an eruption happens every 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. But it's.
Have you seen one yourself?
Oh yeah, loads, man. There's a road trip.
Oh, that's so awesome.
There's this company in Iceland that just does just boat trips and bus rides and plane rides over volcanoes. It's it's a really weird business model. Basically, they're not a business until, holy shit, a volcano is coming. So then they gather all the people back, and then they work in the summers to do it and shit, which is pretty weird.
Yeah, they've got a pretty weird off season.
Yeah. They have 5 years off, and then they're back for 1 season. So they have separate jobs and shit, but. Yeah, there's a lot of.
So have you lived in the city that you live in your whole life?
I have, which is it's kind of sad in my opinion. I've only lived amongst the same 100,000 people all my life, which I don't want to do. I want to go somewhere and like just experience something new, experience new people. It's kind of hard not to fall into a routine in a small area. Like I see the same guy in my walk to school every morning. I know him by name. I see him every morning, and like we know each other by now because we just see each other all the time. And just stuff like that. You kind of get lost in the routine of like knowing everybody, and everyone knows you, and it's hard to meet new people who you can like be different to. Like try to change up your personality.
Do you like it there though?
I love it here, man. Like I'm close to my family and shit. It's awesome. I feel like when it comes to I'm a filmmaker. I record shit and edit shit. That's basically just that's the rundown. But Iceland is a very like art friendly country. For example, I am legally allowed entry to like anywhere I want to shoot, as long as like everyone who's seen on camera allows it. So technically I can just walk up into every like public available building and just record there with no fuss, like bars and shit.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a lot like America. We have a freedom of the press to record anything in public.
Yeah.
So what do you enjoy in your spare time? Just editing movies, videos, things like that? Like, is that basically what your life is consumed by right now?
Movies in general. I like watching movies, and like sometimes if I don't like a script in a movie, like, oh man, this dialogue like between characters is awful, then I literally go and I rewrite it myself just to like, get it out of my system that I have this opinion about this. So I sometimes rewrite movie scripts in my spare time, watch a lot of movies. It's really cool to just like experience a lot of culture like that. My favorite like movement right now, like cinema movements, is French New Wave. You should check it out, man. It's awesome. It's like just really realistic movies that just don't have any purpose, but it's cool that way.
So it's called French New Wave?
Yeah, French New Wave, man. It's awesome.
Okay, and do they have a lot of like production companies in Iceland?
They have two big ones, one called Pegasus and one called HF. And Pegasus is like the main one. They like, what they specialize in is that they don't really take a lot of movies by themselves. They like record Icelandic shots for other like movie productions, like
just like stock video.
Yeah, and also just like for example, in Dark Knight, when like they're flying on the plane, like, and like the guy with the mask, Bruce something, what is it called again?
Yeah, Bane is up there and he's about to throw the dude out.
Yeah, that's in Iceland. That's shot in Iceland, and like Pegasus actually filmed that part. Or wow, I think it was Pegasus at least.
So would you rather stay independent, or is your dream to be in a big production company?
Oh shit, man, I don't know. It's kind of a tough question. I think the answer to that is I want to choose between those. I don't want to get locked into just being independent. I don't want to be stuck into just being like a part of like big productions. I kind of want to fuck around for a summer, do weird shit, do my own shit, and work for something else, then like hop in between. I think like life like that is hard. Like I don't want to fall into a routine like that. I hate like cycles and shit.
What's the competition like out there for someone with skills like you?
The competition, shit, man.
Is that a popular hobby and an interest in your country?
I mean, art in general is very popular in Iceland, and so is like film and shit. So it is pretty hard to like be the guy. It's hard to be like famous over there because like everyone does it. But I feel like it's not really competition more than it's just like there's so many people here, but they're also friendly and nice, and they teach you shit and you teach them shit, and it's also like healthy community of people, like art people. But yeah,
that's amazing. You don't really find too many good communities back here in America. We've kind of splintered off from the community. So I'm gonna get a little deep with you. What kind of values do you hold dear personally?
Oh, shit, man. Honestly, my main value, just I really just value happiness in my current like minute of being alive. I really think that being important right now, like it's really important to be happy right now, because you don't know about tomorrow, but you do know about tonight. So I think that humanity is so chaotic and everywhere that people should, or at least I do, is that I just look at today and I try to enjoy it whatever way I can, and I try to enjoy it the next day too. It just goes like that, day by day.
Yeah, a minute wasted being sad is a minute you'll never get back.
Exactly, man. And I don't know.
So, what are the biggest lessons you've learned in life so far?
Well, I always thought, I'm never gonna get old. I'm never gonna be an old guy. I'm gonna probably die before then. But then my dad set me down, and he was just telling me straight up, you're gonna be old. It's gonna happen. You're not gonna die in a tragic way. You're gonna be old, so you gotta figure that out. You gotta plan for that, because I had no plan before, savings and shit, because I always just thought I'll die when I'm 40, in a car accident or something. But truly, you are going to live as far as you think you won't in life.
Yeah, I think it's weird that a lot of us have that thought, in our younger years, as oh, we won't make it, but that's rare. Most people live into their 60s and 70s.
I guess it's just the perspective of your life versus their life is so different that you never see yourself crossing the line. You never see yourself going to that point. But we all do eventually. It's just a slow transition, a very slow transition. But yeah.
It is. Everyone sees it, but you don't see it until a lot later. That, hey, I'm older now, I'm grown up. So if you could go back to your little younger self and tell them anything, is there anything you would say?
Just in life in general, or just
just anything, anything that might help, or anything.
Okay,
What would you say to them?
Well, first off, I would like to tell myself, just shut the fuck up, don't be so negative all the time, because being I'm gonna go ahead and just say 10. I feel that's a good kid age. I was kind of the negative kid, oh, I hate this movie, and two negative people out there. It's important to know, no one likes people who are brutally honest. It's not appealing in any way. You just say exactly what you're thinking, and I would just honestly just tell myself to shut the fuck up and just try to enjoy things in a positive way, because I kind of grew out of that when I was 13, 14. But I still regret those 3 years, man, because it's just so cringe, It's just negativity, man. It blows,
Yeah. Life is short, but it's long enough that you shouldn't be negative about the whole damn thing.
Exactly, bro. Nietzsche, that fucking German philosopher guy. His whole life work was hey, life is meaningless, life is short, but that's why it's cool and good, because then you can tag your own meaning to it. But then people just kind of think of him as the guy who just tells every teenager, oh, life isn't worth it. And now a lot of negative people quote him as saying stuff life isn't worth it. But his whole thing was that life is worth it because you made it worth it. You make it worth it with your ability to do shit. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't think he was saying life isn't worth it, so you shouldn't even try to achieve any happiness. I think he was saying life is short, don't live your life by anyone else's life, find your own purpose and be happy with that purpose.
It's just really important
for sure.
To just live by yourself, live by your own morals and qualities and quantities, man.
So can you recall a time when you felt seen?
Shit. I was in primary school, and I had a class in acting and stuff, or it's not actor, but theater acting. Drama. Thank you. It was like a drama class, but my teacher was like just fresh out of college, young guy. His name was Arne. He was really fucking awesome. And I remember telling him that I'm not much for drama and like theaters and shit. So he just let me do like stupid movies and like let me direct stuff. And like he had a deep conversation with me when I was just like his last class. He dragged me over and he was just telling me like it's really important that you know like you can be what you want to be in life, but you just have to follow it. And like he was just talking about like, oh, what do you want to do? And I was like, I want to be a director, I want to be a filmmaker, blah blah blah, you know. And he was just like, he was genuinely just like just telling me that I can do it and stuff, and that he believes in me and that I'm talented and stuff. And like he was really complimentary too. Like he said a lot of positive things but constructive about like my movies and shit, you know. So I felt really seen, because he was just a really good teacher. But yeah,
that's amazing. I'm sure that meant a lot to you, being recognized by someone who had just, you know, they finished college. You may not have agreed with every view they had, but they were educated in the arts.
Man, he knew a fucking lot. He was smart as shit, bro. And I saw him again recently, and he's just like, he didn't believe it was me. He didn't recognize me first because like I've changed so much. I've kind of grew into myself, you know. I'm not like shy or like antisocial anymore. So like it took him a while to be like, holy shit, is that you? What the fuck? You know, he didn't. Yeah.
So is there anything missing from your life?
I mean,
currently?
There's always something, you know, that you can just point to and think is missing.
Has there been anything on your mind lately that you've kind of, you know, even if it's not every day, but in the last month or two, you know, with the new year and things like that, anything that's missing?
Time to do like more creative shit, you know. Like I'm kind of torn now where I do most of my like most of my time is spent either at school or like doing shit with my friends, but I really want more time to just like dig down and just do a lot of creative shit, so at least I know that I did it, you know. Like once I, you know, get a job and shit and be too busy to do it, at least I know I did it once, you know. I can live with that. So
yeah, that time thing, it sucks, man, because we have to sleep. We have so much time, but we get tired and then we get less productive and then we have to sleep, and it's like, did I even finish anything? Did I accomplish anything yet?
And I can't do shit, you know. It's just like you feel kind of powerless to like do anything about it. But yeah, honestly, time is what I need right now. But
so aside from talking to that teacher, what other experiences or moments have shaped who you are today? You said you've went through some changes.
Ooh, shaped who I am. I think it's just when I met one of my best friends, Isak. When I met him, you know, we were both in primary school and stuff, and we just kind of got each other, you know. We kind of just like, we just really just clicked and stuff. Yeah, and he just kind of showed me a bunch of cool shit that he did, and he kind of introduced me to like filmmaking as a whole. It kind of introduced me to his passage in life, you know. He has like a song coming out, which is really cool, and he has like a whole band now and stuff. And he's doing great, you know. But like, I don't know, he really just helped me be confident in myself, you know. And he told me to really just go for it, you know, just like my teacher just told me to dig in and just do it. So I
was he what was his name, Isak?
Yeah.
Was he the main contributor to your antisocial to more sociable change?
Oh, yeah, 100%, man. I mean, like, I never had like friends in school before him. I had like people I knew and talked to, but he was like my friend that I used to see like after school and shit. It was really cool to have that experience, you know, to have that guy you can always talk to, you know. But yeah,
he sounds like a really creative guy, so I'm sure that helped you as well to be more creative.
Yeah, he totally did, man. You know, he does a lot of cool shit, you know. Yeah.
So is there like a recent accomplishment or highlight that you're proud of?
Well, like I'm big into comedy, you know. I do a lot of comedic shit in like the movies I do, or like the sketches I do. And I recently have started doing like just dumb monthly sketches and it's really cool. It's really fun, you know, just like me and like my group of like film friends. We just kind of get together, just have a laugh, write something down, and just like do it, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
that's cool, man.
Awesome.
It sounds like you have a good group of guys with you that are allowing
totally
you to be creative. So do you have a bucket list?
Just in life?
Yeah, just before I kick the bucket, what do I want to do with my life or experience in my life?
I want to shit, man.
So you don't have a bucket list, is what you're saying?
I mean, like not officially, but there are some like basic things that I really want to do. And
so if money and time wasn't an option, like what would be the number one thing you'd want to do?
Fuck around, do art shit, you know. I thought about going to poetry for a while, you know. That was like my main thing for a while, but
like 10, 20 years from now, is a production company like something that you would be interested in, like your own producing of films, you know?
I don't know, maybe, you know. I think it would crack into that kind of responsibility, you know, to like have so many like jobs to take care of.
Yeah.
But it would honestly be cool.
That sounds like business, right?
Yeah, it sounds.
You don't like business.
You know, it sounds too much pressure.
Yeah.
You know, I wanna do mistakes with my art, so then I can do it again. You know, I've like recorded the same sketch that I did, like that I put out like on my socials last month. I recorded it like 4 times over again just because I wasn't happy with it yet, you know. And then like I finally found it, and it paid off, honestly, in my opinion, you know.
What do you have to say to someone who is like you, they're a content creator, and you seem to not be too worried about criticism?
Yeah.
But some people do take it kind of hard. What do you say to people like that?
I would say, you know, remember that time you hated a movie? Do you remember like shit you hated about it? Like 2 weeks after the fact? No, you didn't. You just remember in your head that you didn't like it, you know. That's at least I do, you know. I don't like a movie, then 2 weeks go by, I don't remember why, but I just remember that I disliked it, you know. It's just like, it's superficial why people don't like stuff, and also superficial why people like stuff. And the only, and I mean like generally, the only thing that matters is like the mind of the creator who made it, because art is self-fulfilling in that way. It reflects our culture. Like art is like meant to reflect and to like push the envelope, but it's also just meant to like speak to the creator himself, you know, like take a piece of your heart and put it in the world. So just, it doesn't fucking matter what everyone says, because like no one really truly hates your art, you know. People just like to say negative shit. It's easier to say something negative than positive. Oh yeah.
So easy. So last question here before we go. Do you have any advice for someone who might be struggling with their life right now? Just in general, not just with creativeness, but
just go back to something that made you happy once and just try to like see why, you know. Like I remember when I was like really sad for a while in my life, and I thought, why was I so sad? And then I just remembered what made me happy, and I was like, shit, I'm not doing enough of this, I'm not expressing myself enough, I'm not doing this. So then I just started working on myself, and then I finally felt happy again, you know. It kind of works like that. You kind of have to put in the hours and the thought behind it. But yeah.
Awesome, man. Great advice. I appreciate your time. That's all the questions I have.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See, you have a story, an amazing story. I do appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem, man. Have a nice day.
You as well. Sorry, lady.
This was another episode of Conversations with a Stranger. I do hope you enjoyed it, and will consider subscribing for more great future content. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful time.